It splattered on my face.
No.
Okay, Google. Cream. Don't break Alicia's Christmas gift. Hi guys, I'm pausing the video in a new background because I have some major announcements before we get back to cooking. First off, I am in a new kitchen because we moved. I know that's absolutely crazy. I know it feels like it came out of nowhere. If you guys want all the info and the updates, go check out my vlog channel. It's linked down below and you can see all the behind the scenes of everything there. My second announcement is that I wrote a cookbook. I can't believe I'm finally saying this. I've been working on this project for over 2 years now. It has been such a whirlwind. It's been so fun and just such an amazing dream come true for me. You guys know cooking is my passion, food is my passion, cooking for friends and family and people that I love is just everything to me. So writing this cookbook was such an honor. I got to work with one of the biggest publishers and have an actual dream come true, and it would not have been possible without you guys. It's crazy that this channel I started over 12 years ago at my parents' house, and so many of my dreams have been able to come true because of you. So thank you so much. If you guys are interested in the cookbook, which I'm assuming you probably are if you're watching this cooking video, it's available for pre-order right now. There are 75 recipes in that book that I wrote myself. I tested, I had so much fun with, and I hope you guys love them. So if you guys want it, as I said, it's available for pre-order from the link down below. The book doesn't actually physically come out until March of 2026. So we've got time. I also filmed the whole behind the scenes process of making the book, ideating the recipes, testing the recipes, making the recipes, all the things, and that will come at you guys along the way. But I just want to say I love you guys. Thank you for all the support. If you're able to and you're interested in buying the book, check it out. And with that, let's get back to the video. Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Remi. We have very exciting news. I'm a wife! Yeah! And today we have a very special guest, none other than my husband, which is still so crazy to say. Come on in, husband. Everybody, this is Cal Parsons.
Hi.
I'm Remi Parsons, and let's get to this episode of Cooking with Remi. Woo!
Woo!
Let's get cooking. Hi everybody, welcome back. We are so excited. We are bringing you a very, 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 very special episode of Cooking with Remi. As I said, we are now wed. If you guys missed it, we did just get married, and it was actually the most insane weekend of our lives.
It was awesome.
It was
so
crazy.
Cool.
If you guys listen to the podcast episodes, if you watch the vlogs, if you watch the TikToks, if you watch the Instagrams, if you didn't see any of that, check me out on all other platforms, please, because I posted a bajillion times. But Cal and I talked about how, obviously, we wanted all of our guests to be fed and have the most amazing food experience. Here's the thing. We knew we probably weren't going to eat a lot because every bride and groom says you don't really eat at your wedding, and they were right.
Unfortunately.
Yes.
Yeah.
So actually, today is extra exciting for us specifically because we get to eat our wedding food that we didn't get to eat.
Oh, I'm so excited.
No, it's going to be amazing. Also, we got so many comments from all of you guys, which thank you so much for all the love for Cal and I, for our wedding, just everything. It was beyond our wildest dreams. We're so appreciative for all of you guys. And a lot of you guys wanted to eat the food as well. And today, we're going to share with you guys some of our favorite meals and dishes that we served at the wedding and how you can make it at home, and then we can all eat them together.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. That's not the phrase, Cal.
Oh, let's get cooking.
Shall we put aprons on?
We shall.
We shall, okay.
We shall.
Now that we have our aprons on, let's go through the menu of what we're serving today. As we said, there was a lot of delicious food served at the wedding, and I would have to do like a 50-part series to get through all of it.
Oh my God, yeah.
So we're picking our favorites from the whole night. First off, we had a bunch of different appetizers served, which again, we didn't really eat any of them at all, but at our taste testing, there was one dish that completely blew us away. What was it, baby?
The short rib grilled cheese.
It's like this buttery, toasty bread with pulled short ribs on the inside, so much delicious cheese, a horseradish aioli, and it is the most perfect little bite in the entire world.
It was to die for. It was so good.
Was it good? We have some nods from people in the room that did attend the wedding, and I'm so excited. Okay. Next up, we're moving on to the dinner course, and I have to give Cal his flowers. We had the choice of chicken or steak. Cal and I both got the steak. Steak was perfectly cooked. We did filet mignon with some charred broccolini on the side, and what else, babe?
What was it called again?
Potato dauphinoise.
Potato dauphinoise. Yes. Did I do it?
Yeah, I think so. When else are you gonna get to eat like a delicious little triangle of scalloped potatoes? And I have to say,
It was amazing.
I think we got the most compliments the
Yeah.
whole night on that specifically. So
Of course we did, because it
of
was
course
so
we did.
good.
It was really good. And we're gonna finish with the famous Parsons wedding cake, which if you saw the whole saga on Patreon, if you didn't, check it out, patreon.com/basicallyunfiltered. And ultimately, Cal and I landed on wanting to do Funfetti wedding cake with Oreo buttercream. Ultimately, we did not get that because the bakery that we went to didn't have Funfetti as an option, but we got vanilla bean cake with Oreo buttercream. It was delicious,
It
but
was
today
so good.
we're making Funfetti, obviously, because you can do whatever you want in your own kitchen. So that's what we're ending with. It's gonna be fantastic. And now,
Let's get cooking.
okay, we are starting with what was my favorite thing that actually the cake. Everything was good. We're starting with the short rib grilled cheese. Obviously for that, we need short rib. And I will say this recipe does take quite a while to make. It's a labor of love, but it is worth the time. I'm getting nods behind the camera about how delicious it was. So we're starting with short ribs here. We're going to just get them nice and seasoned. I have a pot going on behind me with some oil in there, high heat oil, and I'm getting that nice and hot over like medium high heat because we're gonna sear these short ribs first before we braise them. We're basically searing to get lots of nice flavor. You get that brown crust on the outside that's gonna add so much depth of flavor, and then we braise them to break down the meat, make it really nice and soft and just like fall off the bone. Delicious. So, oh my God, my mouth is actually watering just talking about it. We're gonna start with our short ribs, and all we're gonna do is just salt and pepper both sides. You wanna pepper them, baby?
Yeah.
Not even both sides, all four sides. Gorgeous. Very nice. Very nice.
Very nice.
And we're gonna put these into the pot. You wanna put them down with like the meaty side down so the fat can start rendering, or basically the fat's gonna come out and just help crispify everything. So you should also put it into the pot and it should have a delicious sizzle sound. Let's go. Ooh. We're gonna cook these about 4 to 5 minutes on each side. You wanna go like top, bottom, side, side, get them all nice and crispy and delicious, and then we'll work on braising them. Okay guys, our short ribs are all browned. Look how gorgeous they look.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that delicious
big.
crust going on there. They're beautiful. So we have all of the rendered fat and the oil from cooking them in the hot pot still. This is nice and hot. We are now going to add, well, you can do beef stock, chicken stock, vegetable stock. If you don't have it, just water is fine, but I have a lot of chicken stock that we need to get rid of. So we're gonna use this today, and I'm gonna slowly, because this is hot, it's gonna smoke a bit. Obviously it's room temperature stock, so slowly. So we're doing 4 cups of chicken stock, and you just want enough liquid to basically cover the meat. Then, babe, can you fill this up with water, please? You can do another chicken stock. We're just gonna do 4 cups water, 4 cups chicken stock. Then I'm also gonna season this a little more just because, again, I like lots of flavor. So we're doing some garlic powder, some onion powder, salt, pepper, and then also I'm gonna do some dried thyme. But you can add whatever you want to this just to add more flavor to our meat. There you go. Amazing.
Boom.
And then we're just gonna nestle our short ribs meat side down back into our liquid so that they are nice and submerged. We're now gonna cover this and we're going to put this into the oven at 350 degrees. Make sure you take all the other racks out because it's a big pot. And we're gonna put this into the oven and let them cook and braise down, get really nice and soft. All the liquid's gonna evaporate. It's gonna be delicious. And we're gonna cook them for about 3 to 4 hours, basically just until the meat fully falls off the bone, is soft and terrible and delicious. Terrible.
Terrible.
I mean like rip-apartable, not like terrible, T-E-R-R-I-B-L-E. And we're gonna put this in the oven, let it sit. Also, if you wanna make this obviously a day, a couple days, 3 days before you actually make the recipe, that also works. Or you could do it the morning of, make them in the afternoon. Whatever, it's a labor of love, as I said. Let's put it in the oven.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay guys, we are back. The short rib is done with movie magic. We've shredded it. Again, I left off that like kind of gristly Well, I'm gonna be so honest. When I say left it off, I mean we ate it.
Yeah.
But like that kind of cartilagey, like chewy, that's our favorite part. But we have here just the meat all nice and shredded up. It's fantastic, it's delicious. And now we're gonna get to assembling. And I don't have the actual recipe from the caterers. We are just making up our own recipe and it's gonna be delicious regardless. We have here brioche style bread. I thought brioche because the bread, that whatever bread they used at the wedding, it had this like crispness and butteriness.
So buttery.
That was so yummy, and brioche bread has a lot, like a very high butter content. So here we go, we've got brioche bread, and we're making them for everybody in the room today. We're making lunch for everyone. It's gonna be insane. I cannot get my mouth to stop watering right now. So we've got brioche bread. For cheeses, again, I'm not sure exactly what cheeses they use, so we're just kind of guessing, but all I know is that it was a white cheese. So maybe Havarti, maybe white American, I'm not sure, but today we're gonna go with Swiss and provolone. I mean, to be honest, never met a cheese that Cal Parsons doesn't like, am I
True.
right?
So true.
So really any cheeses work, but they're white. So we're using that. We have some softened butter. I know some people do mayo on the outside of their grilled cheese. Some people do butter. We're a butter family. But
Absolutely.
obviously use whatever you'd like, oil, whatever. And then also, and I forgot about this because honestly it was so faint during our tasting, but I was watching the Patreon vlog and Heath asked one of the waiters what it was, like the little sandwich, and she said a short rib grilled cheese with horseradish aioli. So today we're gonna make our own horseradish aioli. We have horseradish sauce and mayo, and we're gonna mix the two together. I'm gonna do 2 parts mayo, 1 part horseradish to give a little zing, cuts through the fattiness. It's delicious, but obviously you could do just mayo, just horseradish, none, whatever you want. So let's get to assembling. Cal Robert, you wanna start making the horseradish aioli?
Sure. How do I do it?
Take some mayo, squeeze it into the bowl. In the meantime, I'm going to take our softened butter and I'm just going to spread it onto the outside of our bread. Ooh, I'm in the splash zone. Maybe a little more. Just keep going, I'll say when.
Okay. I'm putting a lot in there. Is that how much I should put in?
We're making sandwiches for everybody today.
True.
Okay, that looks great.
Okay.
And then now you can go with the horseradish.
We don't need much of this, right?
Yeah, just just enough. And you can do a little taste test as you go along the way. Everybody here said they want the horseradish. Yes, if Alicia Marie were here today, we would give her no horseradish. So they are done. They look insane.
They look perfect.
Get a little listen. Wow, we did that. Ho 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 ho.
Oh, ho, ho.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, you wanna try them, babe?
Mm-hmm.
Cheers.
My God. I could eat like 5 more of those.
That's actually spot on. I will say, I mean, I actually taste the horseradish this time. I did not taste it the first time, but I like the way that it cuts through the fattiness.
Whoa.
It's so good. I have nothing else to say. Make this at home. This with some French onion soup.
My God.
Thank me later. Let's move on
That is crazy.
to the dinner dish. This is insane. We are gonna start the potato dauphinoise. As I said, it's like scalloped potatoes au gratin, just a lot more deep. Kind of like, have you guys seen that like 1,000 layer or like 1,000-hour potato, whatever it is? It's kind of like that essentially. So right now, Cal is working on the potatoes. You're going to want to get a nice starchy potato. Do not get a waxy potato. You don't want like a yellow potato. You know, with that like smooth exterior, you want a nice starchy potato for this dish. So here we have these cute little russet potatoes. We have 5 pounds of those. Bigger are honestly probably better because then you have to peel less, but we have this little bag here, so we're gonna peel all these. Sous chef, you handle that. Over here, I'm gonna start working on the cream mixture that we're going to layer everything with. So I have here in a pot, I'm gonna do 4 tablespoons of butter, as well as 2 cups of heavy cream, and this is going to cook the potatoes, make them nice and soft and delicious. 1 cup going in. 2 cups perfectly going in. Then we're gonna add our flavoring, our seasonings. I mean, you can keep it like this if you want, but I'm gonna add some garlic as well as some fresh thyme just to kind of really fragrance the mixture here and just get a little more flavor. I'm gonna do 3 big cloves of garlic. Smashing it just to kind of open it up, kind of release all those oils, boom, right in there to give it a nice garlicky flavor. Cal today is going to use our little mandolin and the little glove to slice the potatoes into nice thin slices.
Like
as
this?
I said, yeah, and I would say for safety, kind of just lay it down. Yeah, and then just like watch your fingers as much as you can. Be really, really gentle. I know it looks like a mandolin is not that crazy of a kitchen appliance.
It's slippery.
It is, with the water, with everything, you have to be really, really careful because you can really hurt yourself. This is the first time Cal's ever used a mandolin.
That's so cool. It's so smooth.
Keep your fingers a little higher on the potato. Yeah, you don't want to get so close to the knife, even though you're wearing the glove. Gorgeous. And then
like butter.
Every like few strokes, yeah, you want to pick it up.
Look
and then
at that.
you've got some nice thinly sliced potato slices, if you can see. Again, you can choose your own thickness. I like my scalloped potatoes to be a little thicker, but for this recipe, you do want them to be a little bit thinner. Potatoes also take a really long time to cook, so just know the thicker the potato, the longer it will take to cook. There you go, babe. All in the hips. I'm gonna do some fresh thyme in here as well, and then I'm just gonna season with some salt, as well as a little pepper right in there. And then, you don't need this, but every Miss Remi recipe, of course, has, oh my God, every Mrs. Remi recipe
Wow.
has garlic powder and
Still
onion
getting
powder.
used to it.
I know. At the start of the podcast episodes, I keep saying, hi, I'm remicruz, but I'm not. She's dead. Then I'm gonna take my mixture over to the stove and we're just gonna warm this up. You're not getting it to a boil, you're not gonna cook it. You just want the butter to melt down, give it a good stir, get it nice and warm, and then we will move on to the next step. Great job, Cal, it's looking good. Okay, now time to assemble our potatoes. We have here a very large, deep casserole dish. That's what we're gonna use to layer, but any dish really works. Again, with this specific recipe, you want it to be like a lot of layers, but use what you got. We're gonna first spray it with some oil so that it comes out nice and easily, and then we're gonna do a nice thin layer of potatoes on the bottom.
All right.
All right, we could do it together actually. Teamwork, just like marriage.
So true.
So true, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Just a nice little
They're getting
thin
like curvy.
layer. We're gonna take our cream and butter mixture, which smells amazing. I fished out the thyme and the garlic just so it's only the liquid. And we're just gonna pour it on top of the potatoes, ladle by ladle. And then off camera, we shredded up some fresh cheese. We have fresh mozzarella here as well as fresh Gruyere. I mean, you can use whatever cheeses you'd like here. If you wanna do, you know, like an American, a cheddar, you can really do whatever you want. I would say that these are perfect to get you like a cheesy pull, but still have like a little bit more depth and be a little bit more elevated than like a normal scalloped potato. So we're gonna go in with some Gruyere.
Oh yeah.
And just do a nice layer of this.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, and this is what's gonna make all of the layers stick, so a nice thin layer. And we're just gonna keep layering it like a lasagna. I'm also gonna do a little bit of salt and pepper on each layer, and then also I'm gonna do a little garlic and onion powder on each layer too, again, just because it's a Remi recipe, and you gotta do garlic and onion powder. Okay guys, it smells so good. Our potatoes are done. Well, we have to bake them still, but we've layered the potatoes, we finished with the cream sauce on top, and now we're not putting cheese on the top layer because if you put that now, it'll burn. So instead, what we're going to do is we're gonna take these plates that are oven safe that fit perfectly on top. If you can't do this, that's okay. The weight of this presses down and is gonna give you that nice, like lots of layered potato look and feel. So, if you don't have plates, you can use like extra pans, fill it with water too to make it really nice and heavy.
Let's do it together.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yes.
Wow.
And press down. And then we're gonna put this in the oven at 350 degrees for an hour and a half to fully cook the potatoes, get the cheese melty, and then we will show you guys the last step. You guys, it smells insane in here.
So good.
It's been an hour and a half. The potatoes were in there. We're taking it out now, removing the foil. Wow.
Whoa. Oh my God, it's still bubbling.
It's bubbling. We're now going to top with that last layer of cheese. Right on top, we're doing the leftover mozzarella, the leftover Gruyere, and then also I thought it'd be good to add a little Parmesan on top as well too for like a little salty bite. But we like a lot of cheese in this house, so we're gonna do a lot of cheese.
A lot of cheese.
A lot of cheese. Just so you guys know, as we said at the wedding, it was like a triangle. So basically, we're making this fresh, obviously. What the catering company did was they cooked it and then they put it in the fridge to solidify and then cut it into triangles, warmed it and served it for the masses. I think it just tastes better when it's fresh. So we're gonna enjoy it today. Wow, that looks so good. We're gonna do Parmesan on top. Wow. This is crazy.
There's so much cheese.
So much cheese. What would your dad say, your Wisconsin dad, to this dish?
He would say, does that look any good?
Does that look any good? That looks spectacular. And now we're gonna put this back in the oven under the broiler. The potatoes have been in there long enough where they're soft, they're cooked. We're just getting the cheese nice and bubbly and crispy on top.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do it. So for dinner, as I said, we had steak, we had broccolini. We had the potatoes. The potatoes look and smell amazing. This needs to be made for like your next Thanksgiving, your next Christmas, some sort of party. Today, we're just gonna cut out a little bit of this cheesy goodness, and Cal's gonna pour some au jus on top of the steaks. Wow.
That is, oh my God. It's like the skin on a rotisserie chicken.
Wow.
Like, I gotta have that little crispy part.
Oh my God, I want it right now. Okay, let's do a taste test. Ready, babe?
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1. Wow.
Oh my God,
it's
yeah.
like a warm hug. And to be honest, at the wedding, granted we were talking to everybody, it was cold by the time we got to it, so to have it warm right now was such a treat.
It's perfect.
The potatoes are perfect too. They're not mushy. They still have like a little bit of a bite to them. Wow.
Yeah.
Make this, whether you're having a date night or for a holiday or something for your family. It is rich, it is decadent, it is fantastic. Highly
So
recommend.
good.
Wow. All right, let's move on to dessert. Last but not least, the part that honestly I've been excited for every single bit of this video, but the thing that I'm so excited to have in the fridge for the next week that I can eat whenever I want, the wedding cake. Woo! So we got our wedding cake from a bakery called the Butter End in LA. It was delicious.
It was to die for.
It was amazing, and there's nothing I love more than a dense cake. I am not the biggest fan of an airy cake. I like it dense. So today we're gonna make a dense, delicious wedding cake. You could serve this at your wedding, Funfetti cake with Oreo buttercream. Let's get making this cake. So to start with the cake, we're gonna do our dry ingredients. In a big bowl here, I have 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 cups of cake flour. Cal, why are we using a mixture of flours?
I don't know. I have no idea. Is it for density?
Yes, I was gonna say.
No
the
way.
cake flour gives us that delicious density, the thick cake that we like, the
Let's
heavy
go.
cake that we like. Cal's now going to add 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 1 teaspoon of baking powder, as well as 1 teaspoon of salt into our mixture. And I'm gonna mix it all until it's well combined.
Boom.
There we go. Okay, now we're gonna mix this, and then let's move on to the wet ingredients. Oh wait, I forgot also the sugar. Camera, I forgot to add sugar. Sugar does count as a dry ingredient, and Cal did remind me, and that was my bad, and I
Boom.
take full accountability.
I know what I'm doing.
2 1/4 cups of sugar as well. Sorry, babe. While he's adding the sugar in and mixing that up, in my mixing bowl here, I'm gonna get started on the wet ingredients. I'm gonna do 1 cup of softened butter. And I'm gonna do a whole tablespoon of this vanilla bean paste, which it looks really crazy, but the flavor is amazing. And I love when I can see little vanilla bean flecks in frosting, in cake, and whatever. The scent is so nice. It literally smells like a candle. Give it a little sniff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, super nice. Next in my wet ingredients, oh, that looks great, baby. You're all good.
Awesome.
We've got 4 eggs. So Cal and I can each crack 2.
4 eggs.
Let's do it at the same time. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Who's gonna get the least amount of shells? Ooh! And then to bind this all together, we're gonna do a 1/3 cup of oil. I'm using vegetable oil here. And now we are going to whip this all together until it is nice and fluffy and well combined in our mixer. Our liquids have come together. Now we have our dry ingredients as well as 1.5 cups of milk, and we're gonna alternate between the two. So, big wooden spoon, baby? Oh,
right
it's over
there.
here. Okay, you wanna start by putting some of the dry ingredients into the bowl. You can do this while it's running or not. Sometimes it gets a little messy. So I'm just gonna do a few spoonfuls of this and then kind of let it go nice and slow and incorporate. And it's gonna start to thicken. Obviously, it's incorporating the dry into the wet.
Wow.
There we go. Now that we've used half of the dry ingredients, we're going to pour in half the milk, so 3/4 of a cup. It's gonna stream in. It's gonna loosen everything up again. And then we're gonna go back to the dry, and we have a nice, beautiful, smooth cake batter that's coming together that looks so beautiful. Good job, baby. Wow, it's so silky and ribbony, if you can see. Okay, so this is fantastic, and if you wanna bake this as it is, I mean, this would make you a delicious vanilla bean cake, just like we had at the wedding. But what do we want, Cal?
We want sprinkles.
We want sprinkles. We're gonna go in with these rainbow sprinkles. You could do like a cup, dump all of it. A cup and a half. Cal and I like a lot of sprinkles, so we're gonna do a cup and a half. You can do anywhere from like 3/4 of a cup. You could really do whatever you like. So we're adding those in. The extra little fun flavor. I mean, look at this. Is that not fun? That's fun in a bowl, if you ask me. And you want to use a spatula to really just fold them in. You don't want to over mix this now because then the colors will start to bleed and look a little crazy. You want to just mix it just enough for the sprinkles to get well incorporated into the batter. Our cake batter is done. We are going to cook these in 2 9-inch rounds, which is going to give us a 2-layer cake. I'm going to spray these 9-inch pans with some oil to make them release the cake easier. And then Cal, if you can take our batter and divide it in half and just put it in here, that'd be perfect.
All right.
Just kind of smooth out the top, and then you want to learn a trick to get rid of any air bubbles, baby?
Yeah.
You go like this.
Whoa.
Oh, it splattered on my face.
No. Where?
See it on my eyebrow?
Oh, yeah.
These are gonna go into an oven at 350 for 35 to 45 minutes, depending. Basically take a chopstick or like a little toothpick, stick it on the inside. If it comes out clean, your cake is ready to go. Let it fully cool, and in the meantime, let's work on the buttercream, the Oreo buttercream.
Yeah.
Last but not least, we are gonna make the Oreo buttercream, the famous Parsons Oreo buttercream for our wedding cake.
Oh,
for this,
yeah.
I'm gonna be so honest, this is not my recipe. This is from Preppy Kitchen. I did just double it, but we're gonna add some extra fun little things into it. Shout out to Preppy Kitchen. His recipes are incredible, and his buttercream is fantastic. So we're gonna need 2 cups of softened butter. Obviously, butter goes into buttercream, and I love the like buttery mouthfeel that buttercream gives. So we've got buttercream, we've got powdered sugar, we've got salt. I'm gonna do vanilla bean paste again because I love that vanilla bean flavor. And then obviously we also need to have Oreos for the actual Oreo buttercream. And then last but not least, we just need some heavy whipping cream. Let me grab that. Beautiful. Wow, okay,
Got
now
it.
we're gonna start whipping this to get it nice and light and airy. Okay, our butter is getting nice and light and airy. We're gonna start adding in our powdered sugar. We have here 2 pounds of powdered sugar. We're going in with the whole bag.
The whole bag?
The whole bag.
Oh
And we're just gonna do it in increments as we blend.
Whole dust cloud.
Slowly but surely, slowly but surely. The entire bag of powdered sugar has been thrown into the butter. It's looking really, really good. We're gonna add in a little bit of salt as well as our vanilla bean paste. And then to loosen this up a bit, because it is obviously very solid, it's just butter and sugar right now, we're gonna add little increments of heavy whipping cream until it's fully loose and a frosting consistency. Yummy!
Whoa.
It looks good, right?
That looks so good.
We're gonna make it even better though. We're gonna take our Oreos and crumble them up into our buttercream, like so.
Most fun part.
Hell yeah.
You can hear the crunch.
It hitting those cookies.
Oh yeah.
Shall we taste it?
Yeah.
Wow.
God.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It's everything. It's everything. Let's frost our cake. Wow, guys, our cakes are out. They're fully cooled. Look how gorgeous this cake is. I will say I also realized I got so excited about the Oreo buttercream. I meant to take half out as vanilla because the outside of our cake was just plain white vanilla buttercream. And I was gonna put the vanilla bean on the outside of the cake and the Oreo on the inside, but we have only Oreo buttercream. So we are having a full Oreo buttercream cake. Anyways, our cake is fully cooled. You don't wanna put frosting, buttercream, anything on a hot cake because obviously it'll melt. So fully cooled, and we're gonna level out our cake. We're basically, I'm just taking a serrated knife and I'm just going to lay it flat, and you just kind of cut all the way across, and this is gonna make it nice and flat, watch your fingers, so that you can build your cake in a really pretty way. Here we have this cake, and so fun fact, obviously with the cakes when you make them from home, the bottom is perfectly flat, the top is not. So to make it pretty, we're going to also level out this one, and I'm gonna save the crumbs. So we're gonna go in with our spoons and just put our buttercream right on top. Oh, oh.
You did such
You
a
know,
good job.
I kind of regret not doing Funfetti. I do. I got some judgment. I did for my choice, and I regret not going with my gut. I do, because who doesn't love Funfetti? As I was saying, the bottom is flat, the top is not as nice. Boom, you flip it, and you put it on top. And now,
that's so smart.
top, we're just gonna smooth it
top.
all around. Now for the moment we've all been waiting for, Funfetti cake with Oreo buttercream. Shall we go for it?
We shall.
Should we slice it together? Should we do it?
We want to slice it?
Maybe
Yeah,
we
let's do
should.
it.
Maybe we should, like we're at our wedding. Woo! Wow, so much
Look
easier to
at
cut than
that.
our cake.
Oh, yeah.
Woo-hoo! Get a look at that. Wow. 3, 2, 1. Oh.
I gave you a big bite, sorry.
That's okay. It's so good. It's the perfect density of light and cakey. All right, guys. I hope you feel like you were at our wedding with us, and we were so happy to actually get to enjoy the foods today. I hope you guys try them at home. We love you so, so much, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.